second video for 2026. Y'all about to watch me reconstitute some peptides so I can get them ready. We can get to work in this laboratory, Rhonda's laboratory, okay? Rhonda's pharmacy, okay? So I'll be right back. Let me wash my hands and then readjust this tripod and camera, and we fixing to reconstitute some peptides, okay? I'll be right back. I done washed my hands and getting ready to get started. Oh, I need my alcohol pads. Because you have to sterilize everything. I'm getting needles for my pen. I'm going to be reconstituting and I'm going to be filling up this pen. If you guys are familiar with GLP-1s or whatever, most of them come in a pen. I bought a pen because I like pens better. It's easier because I was getting what they call needle fatigue, where you get tired of poking yourself. And the pens are just so much easier because they're smaller. You barely feel it. You just twist whatever, how much you need, pinch, boom, and you done. Okay? But we still gonna need needles because we need the needles to recon and do some stuff. Y'all can watch me work in the lab, okay? Sit back, I'm just gonna learn you something. So I need 3 of these needles. I got my alcohol pads. So we fixing to recon this NAD plus that I showed y'all the other day. I didn't really tell y'all what it's good for. It's good for brain support. It's good for your heart. It's good for everything, okay? It's good for recovery. It's good for inflammation. It's good for your skin. As we get older, we lose the elasticity in our skin and collagen. So this is good for jump starting those cells that make your skin plump and, you know, like me. Well, this is hereditary, but it'll help me with my forehead lines, these folds right here. It'll help with your nails. It do a lot of stuff. It make you feel good, okay? It make you you probably won't feel anything, but after a while you'll notice, oh, I ain't got no aches and pains. Cause y'all, when I was heavier, baby, my knees and back and stuff used to snap, crackle, and pop when I get up. Everything's popping and I'm pop locking and dropping it and stuff. Well, I wasn't dropping it, but I was pop locking it. When I get up out the bed, everything creaking and popping and you know how, well, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't hear none of that. I used to have this pain in my foot, on top of my foot, like when I would work out and walk and stuff, I would get this aching pain on the top of my foot, and that would go on for a while. I have my left knee, I injured it. I don't injure both of them, but my left knee used to really give me problems, or whatever. It'll just, I can be walking and it just pop out of place and do all kind of stuff. You know, I've been on crutches and everything with this knee, but I don't feel that pain no more, y'all. My sister claimed, she was like, girl, you know you got arthritis. I said, I ain't claiming that, and I probably did have it low-key, but I ain't claiming it and stuff. I'm not claiming it, because my fingers used to ache and all kind of stuff, but these peptides, baby. See, when I used to do that, you could hear everything popping. You can't hear no more popping, baby. Only thing popping is me, my personality, but you don't hear these bones popping. So we finna reconstitute this, and the KPV, because my family, because I know my dad for sure and stuff used to have ulcers in his stomach and stuff like that. My stomach is sensitive, my sister's stomach is sensitive, but we like to eat and stuff, but stuff just used to, like, some things I would eat, I'll just instantly get bloated and stuff. This right here, this gonna keep your gut health together and stuff. And so you eat something, you know, or whatever, it's coming on out. It's gonna come out. You ain't gonna have no diarrhea or nothing. Well, I don't know, because everybody different. But I take this because I don't have that bloat anymore when I eat. Even when I'm eating healthy, I would get that bloat And that's a very uncomfortable feeling. This KPV, it heals your gut lining, all of that stuff. And it's good for inflammation. So, yeah, skin inflammation, folks with eczema, all kind of stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. So we're going to recon this. And then my cousin sent me, the cousin I was talking about, she done went and got stuff that I wanted to try and stuff. So she said, cuz, I'll send it to you or whatever stuff. So she sent me some, she sent me a little goodie box with a lot of stuff in it. She sent me some C-Max. C-Max is good for your mood, for calming you down. Because I do have like a little nervous tendency at times and stuff. And I'll get stressed, you know, when meeting deadlines and stuff at work or whatever. This gonna calm you down. And this gonna help you get some good sleep. Since I've never taken it, I'm gonna start with a low dose. I'm gonna start with 5 units 3 times a week and see how I feel. And then if I feel like it ain't doing nothing, then I'm gonna bump it up. So with peptides, you take them slow and get your body acclimated, and then you work your way up. So with peptides, baby, you the doctor, you the pharmacist, you the chemist, you all of that and stuff. That's why I keep saying research. So a lot of people jump on this trend, but they don't realize it's a lot of work to research, because you're basically your own lab rat. So a lot of vendors and stuff that I use, I ask for their test. And some vendors have tests. Now, when I first started, I didn't know about the testing or whatever and stuff. So I still pray over my stuff and before I inject it or whatever stuff, because it's coming from another country. So, and then, you know, you got fake stuff out there and stuff too. I'm not trying to scare y'all, but, you know, it's the same thing over here and stuff. So you got to really do your due diligence and do your homework. So, there is a website. Now that I'm more into it, I know how to go on the website and look up that company. Look and see if they've tested it or whatever. And then if they haven't, you can pay and have this stuff tested yourself. Now, testing is about like $300. Depending on what the peptide is. But if you're in a group or something and a bunch of y'all want to get together and put your money together and test something that, you know, because you got new companies popping up all the time. But what I do, I just stay with the tried and true that's already tested. So when I reach out to a vendor, I'll be like, hey, do you have COAs? That's like your testing analysis. And so it'll tell you the strength of the peptide and stuff like that. So if they ain't got it, I'm just not gonna order from them. Don't mean that it's not good, but because I've been in the game a minute now, I'm just like, nah. I'll just wait till, you know, y'all stuff get tested, and then you show me it's tested, then I'll come back. But I got a bunch of vendors and stuff. So we're gonna try this C-Max too. So we just gonna get started here. And I got my handy dandy book, because I keep forgetting sometimes, because I be doing so many peps. I gotta pull out my other eyeballs. We're gonna turn it into liquid now. We're just turning it into liquid and stuff. So you want to make sure that you get you some good quality backwater. Like I said, this company their stuff has been tested, and this is a U.S. based company. U.S. gonna charge a lot more than across the pond or whatever and stuff. So I didn't know, because I was green and new and stuff. But some people don't want to order from out of the United States. Some people feel more comfortable ordering in the United States. Just know, if you do buy peptides in the United States, you're going to be paying a whole lot more when you can, you know. But, you know, to each his own and stuff. But I'm about saving a coin and stuff and doing my research. So, now, like I said, this is a good backwater. This company is good. It's been vetted. It's verified. Everything. Great customer service and fast shipping, baby. Fast. So, but I was just like, oh, that's a little bit too steep for my pockets right now. Let me keep researching. So I kept hearing them saying, because they call, you know, across the water gray. And I kept saying, what the hell is gray? What is gray? So I went down the rabbit hole and I found out what gray was and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, that's up my alley. Yeah, and stuff. So what I pay for one of these in the United States, I can get a kit. I can get 10 for the price, probably cheaper than one. Because these peptides and stuff over here and stuff, they costly. You might be paying $90 for a little vial, $120, stuff like that. I ain't willing to pay that, you know. So I ain't give me 20 for that price. 20 of these for that price. Okay, let me stop babbling and stuff, and let's get started. So we're gonna pop the top. Let me let this down so y'all can see. Let's work. It's time to work. I got my supplies here. I already printed out my labels. And I got a little label maker too and stuff. I print out my labels. Okay, so this, these, yeah. So let's get started. So we done pop the tops off it. We pop, let me see. We have popped the tops off of this, so now we're fixing to wipe them down with the alcohol. And you need to do this every time. Get it all wiped down every time, because we want to keep this as clean and sterile as possible. Wipe it down real good. Ouch. So I'm gonna use a big needle instead of doing 3 of these, because this is 100 units and stuff. I need to put 3 mLs of this backwater into here. So 100 units is 1 ml. And so instead of drawing this up 3 times, I'm going to use a bigger needle and draw it up 1 time. So this is a bigger needle. So people use this for if they're gonna if they're gonna give themselves an injection in their muscle, like in their thigh or something like that. But I don't use it for that. I use this strictly for reconning, because I'm a wimp. I ain't graduated to injecting myself in the butt. I probably can do the butt later. In the butt and the muscle in my thigh and all that stuff, the arms. I think I tried the arms one time and I thought I was fixing to pass out. I said, I'm going to get that fat in that stomach each and every time. So what you want to do in order to get this liquid out faster, what you need to do, so I need to put 3 mLs of backwater into these peptides. So I want to pull to a 3 ml. See that 3? First you want to insert some air in here. That releases it and make it easy to draw. So you want to release that air by pushing air in. See how that, because there's air up in there and stuff. So I'm going to do it again. Now it should be easy for the liquid to come out. See how it's coming out? See it come out pretty fast. When you do it like that, it's easy to pull it. So that's 3 mLs. Boom. Now what we're going to do is inject it into the peptides. And what I like to do is hold this, because the pressure inside is going to pull the liquid in fast. You don't want it to pull it in fast. You want it to pull it in slow, because peptides they're a little delicate. A little bit, but not too bad. But you stick it in the middle and kind of aim it to the side and let your backwater just drizzle in there. I'm holding it because I don't want it to go too fast. And I'm turning it as I let it drip in there. And then you don't want to shake this up once you get it in there. I'm going to show you. You're going to roll it around until it dissolves. I could have sworn. Let me double check because I don't know. You can put as much water into the peptides. It's not going to change or dilute the strength. It just makes it where you can pull more. So now that that's in here, y'all see it at the bottom. You take it and you take it and you just rub it like this in your hands until it dissolves. You don't want to take it and shake it and do all that old crazy stuff. You just let it do its thing. So you just roll it back and forth for a little bit. And this is going to turn clear. And see, this is what you get when you go in and you have your prescriptions to get your GLPs and stuff. It's already ready. It's liquid. But this right here, the peptides that I get, they're freeze dried. They're called hydrolyzed powders. And so your GLP-1s are the same thing. They just when you get a prescription to your pharmacist, it's already ready to go. They've already done this part for you. The company or the pharmacist has already reconstituted for you. It's already liquid. It's already ready to go. In the peptide world that I'm in and stuff, I told y'all, I'm the pharmacist, I'm the doctor, I'm the chemist, I'm all of that and stuff. So I have to do everything that the pharmacist does to get it ready to go. So we're going to let that sit. I'm going to let that sit over here. Let it do its thing. And now we're going to do KPV. Same thing. Let's pop the top. Sometimes these things be hard to get off too. And I'm going to use the same needle because we ain't wasting no needles because I'm just extracting backwater to put into my peptide. But I'm going to clean this off. And I'm going to clean this off again. So we're going to clean this real good. Clean all around here. We're going to do the thing again. We're going to draw some air and push it in. Okay, so it should be ready to go. See the liquid? See how easy that is just to come through? You ain't got to struggle with it. It's going to come right on. Come right on. There we go. We got us 3 mLs. This KPV, it needs 3 mLs as well. So we're going to hold this and we're going to push it in the middle. See, this one want to come out really fast. I got to hold it. And we're going to let it, and we're going to tilt it to the side on the bottle and just let it ease on out. See, this thing is pulling my finger because the pressure is like pulling the backwater in fast. I want it to go a little slower. So I'm holding it for dear life. because I don't want it to go in too fast. Okay. We're done. Put that to the side. So now we got our liquid in there. You see the peptide at the bottom, so I'm gonna roll it in between my hands. That warms it up a little bit. And then once you reconstitute these, you load up your pen or your needles or whatever, and you store them in the fridge. These particular peptides have to be refrigerated. And so you see it's still got a little bit at the bottom. So you can let it sit. Let's go back to this NAD. See, it's still at the bottom. Sometimes you might have to let it sit a little longer. Remember, these were in the freezer at once upon a time. And some peptides will gel on you and stuff. My AOD, which is what it stands for? Anti-obesity drug. That's what snatch your waist too and get all the fat and stuff. You got several peptides that do the same thing. Let me lift it up and talk to y'all. But yeah, my first time doing AOD, it gelled up. I'm like, what's wrong with it and stuff? So then I started Googling it and everything. And so people were saying that when you reconstitute with backwater, for some reason, sometimes it gel and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know if I want to take that or whatever. So then they suggested another stir water, which I have it. It's in my fridge. And so I tried that, and it was clear. I said, okay, I know now to, when I reconstitute AOD, to use that other solution. But yeah, y'all. So now while this is cooking, getting ready, and this is still cooking, getting ready, we're going to go ahead and reconstitute this C-Max so your girl can be calm under pressure when I'm at work trying to meet these deadlines. C-Max, yeah, not Selenk. Selenk is... No, Selenk, my cousin sent these over to me and stuff. Selenk is good, like, for brain function too, for... inflammation in your brain. This is really good for people that if you have like early onset of Alzheimer's or anything like that, this is good. So this can be a preventative for Alzheimer's and what's the other one? Dementia. But yeah, when I tell you it's a peptide for everything, it's a peptide for everything. And I'm going to take this because my father had Alzheimer's. And so if I can prevent anything with my brain health or what, a sister going to take it. My dad was 62 when he passed. I'm about to be 54 next month. I don't want to leave here early, prematurely. So I'm doing everything I can to preserve this body. When I find out about stuff like this, I'm like, man, if I knew this stuff, you know, but I was a kid. Well, I was grown when my dad died, but I'm just thinking about my mother and stuff. If I was an adult during the time, you know, when my mother passed and stuff, this stuff would have helped my parents. This stuff would have prolonged their lifespan. But, you know, things happen. I didn't know. We didn't know. And now I know. So now we're fixing to do C-Max, the one that keep you calm, stabilize your mood. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna pop the top. Let's pop the top. So that's the only bottom pop. The tops I be popping over here is peptide tops, y'all. Cause I don't drink. Y'all remember, y'all, my old Kinfolks. Y'all remember when I used to do videos back in 2011 when I first started. Baby, I was the wine queen and stuff. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I haven't had a drink in like 3 years. I don't drink anymore. I don't eat pork. I haven't eaten pork in like 2 years. So I truly changed my lifestyle. So whenever I go out to restaurants and stuff, I always get a non-alcoholic drink. So I don't. So I feel like I'm doing something. But no, sister don't drink her, baby. I was the wine connoisseur over here. But you can't see my old videos because I got them on private. But y'all who been rocking with me, y'all know I used to have my music bumping. I still listen to my music now. That ain't gonna never change. I used to have my music bumping and a glass of wine sitting right in this area, chatting it up with y'all. So let's wipe this out. So let's clean this. And I'm gonna make nasal sprays for this and the Solank as well. My cousin sent me. She's gonna send me the formula where you can. She did send me the bottles because she said she do a nose spray and stuff when she feel anxious and stuff like that. She just squirt her some up in her nose. And she said, "Cuz I be good." I said, "What, girl?" But I'm gonna do the injection first. And then I'm going to order me some more of those bottles. And then I'm going to make me a nasal spray. So when I feel like, and then I'm going to be calm as a cucumber. So y'all know the drill. We about to pull some air, put it in the backwater. And yeah, so let me let y'all back down so y'all can see. Okay, we need 3 mLs of this too. I do believe. Let me double check. Okay, for C-Max, y'all listen to this. C-Max boosts essential brain chemicals. These play a role in brain functions, mood, overall mental well-being. So this gonna have your mental together. It also is research for aiding in conditions like stroke, cognitive issues, dementia, anxiety, depression, inflammation of the brain. What I tell you? Okay. 3. Let me just wipe my hands down again. Oh, I thought this is the other one. Alcohol. Okay. So we're going to push the air in. See, that's the pressure. The pressure. We're going to push it in again. I'm going to turn it upside down and pull that water out. There we go. 3 mLs. Here we go. Ooh. This one go fast. Slow your butt down. Yeah, it's trying to go fast. Slow down. Hold your horses. Now, I'm turning it as I push the liquid in. Maybe I can speed this video up too. And yeah, I'm not a person that like needles either. So for me to do this is good. Because, you know, you can get small needles, and that's what I do. I get the small needles when I'm injecting myself. I mean, I get poked every month because I have a thyroid condition and stuff. And so all of that stuff will help me with my autoimmune disease. Like I said, I have Hashimoto's. And then, you know, I'm over 50, so I went through the menopause phase and stuff. So you lose certain things in your body and stuff. This helps put all that stuff back in your body, y'all. Okay, so this one dissolved pretty fast. And you don't see no white powder. Probably because it wasn't in the freezer. This is what my cousin sent. So this one ready to go. This one is ready to go. Let's look at this one. Okay, KPV is ready. No more powder at the bottom. It's clear, ready to go. NAD, got a little bit more left to go. Right there in the corner. But it's getting there. So I'm going to let that sit some more. And we're going to draw these up and we're going to put them in the pen. I'm going to show you how this works. So, for those of y'all who don't know how to use pens, you just pull them. And it has this right here, this cartridge. And then you unscrew this. And then this is the sterile vial that you will put your peptides in. This come already sterilized. We're going to have to vent this so we can put our peptides in there. And that's what we're going to use the little needles for, because we're going to stick it in there to vent to let the air out while we inject our peptide in here. Okay? So, let's get started. Got to get the wiping stuff down. So although this is sterilized, you still need to wipe stuff down again. So you want to wipe this top down because you're going to be sticking a needle in there to fill this up with your peptide. So let's clean this off real good. And I had a little tray. Like I said, I had already sprayed this down and everything. I'll sit that right there. So now what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can take this out. So a regular needle. No, it won't come out like that. So what I'm going to do is like poke it on the side at the top and just let it sit there. What I'm doing is, it's called venting. So we're going to lay this down. Just let it sit there. So it'll be easier. I think I'm about to use a little one to draw this out. So what we're supposed to do now is fill this up. So pull. So I'm just pulling all the way because I want everything that's in here. Pull the air, push the air in here. Push. Okay, that ain't even in the middle, right? Push the air. Push. Let's draw. Yeah, see it going in the needle. See it filling up. So what we're doing, we're transferring. So I'm gonna pull it as far as I can pull it to 100. This only holds 100 units. Whoops. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this needle in here until I can get me some venting needles. And I'm gonna stick this in there and push. You see it? Push the peptides inside. See, it's filling up. And I'm gonna keep doing that. Hold on. I'm gonna keep doing that until I get everything out of here. So let's put some more air in there. And y'all that are nurses or in the medical field, don't come for me, okay? I'm doing the best I can. So we about to draw this up again. See it? Filling up. Yeah, I'm going to cut some of this out. So I should be able to pull it like 3 times. Okay. Here we go. Push. Push the good juices in there. Okay. I'll lay that down. All right, let's pull some more air. All right, let's try. This should be the last draw, hopefully. I think so, because I put 3 mLs in here, so I should be getting 3 full units of this. And then this is KPV. I take 20 units of this daily. So I got to take it tonight because I forgot to take it this morning. Okay, I got a little bit left, but we're going to still get it out. Now we're going to push it back in here. See, this little needle bent because they are thin needles. Okay. That's okay because I'm not injecting myself with that needle. I'm just getting the liquid out. Okay. Because I want every bit of this. I want every bit of it. Push the air in. Give me that corner. Give me all of it. Honey. Bring your tail on. Come on, child. And that's it. Let's see. All right. Let's put this last little bit in here in the cartridge. Oh, scoot over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And there it go. Got little air bubbles in there, but we're good. And I have like a Sharpie thing that I put my needles and stuff in. So over here, this is trash. Where the other thing at? Okay. Now what we're gonna do is load up the pen. So I'm gonna wipe it off one more time. I just like to wipe my stuff off again. And we're gonna put it in a cartridge like that. The rubber stopper. And you wanna make sure, okay, this rubber stopper. So we want to twist this on Oh, hold on. Get on there now. Right. Okay, maybe that's why. Yeah, there we go. We got it twisted in. And so this is the little needle that will go on the end here. So what I'm gonna do is wipe this top off one more time. And then you put your needle on. And each time you give yourself an injection, after the injection, you take this off and dispose of it. Each time you give yourself an injection, you put a new needle on. So this won't fit like this with the top on, so I'm just gonna take the top off because it has two tops. And so that one, and so it's ready to go now. And you just push it and snap it on. And now I'm gonna label it so I know what this is in this pen. This is KPV. I already got me some labels that I just printed out. So this label tells me do I want to put it up here? Yeah, I'll put it up here. So it tells me what this is. It tells you my dose, how often I take it. And this is ready to go. It's ready to go in the fridge. And so when I get ready to take my injection, I just dial it to I'll dial it to 20 because I take 20 units. And then I would take this cap off. I'll undo it, take the cap off, put the cap back on or whatever. And then I will push it, put it on my wherever I'm going to give myself the injection. And then I will push this until it clicks. And then we're good to go. So there you go. That's how you do that. So my NAD is almost ready. And so this will go in the fridge. So yeah, so let's talk. Annette, girl, I saw your video. I'll be watching you, girl. I be at work or something like that. And I don't never like have a chance to respond because I be sitting in my. But girl, I heard you today and stuff talking about me and these peptides. You was cracking me up to my however you say it and stuff. But girl, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a life changer. It is life changing. Yeah. Hold on a minute. So while I talk to y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and finish prepping. There we go. That's how you reconstitute. And so you would do your own research to see like what dosage. So when you first start peptides, start with the lowest dose to get your body acclimated, and then you gradually bump your dosage up every week or whatever and stuff like that. So that's how that works. And then you find that sweet spot and you're seeing results or whatever. If you don't want to bump yourself up, if you just want to stay there, you can stay there and just maintain. But you do need to cycle on and off. It'll be good to get you a book or whatever and stuff because you don't want your body to be dependent on it and things like that, because although our body produces peptides and things like that, you still want the body to operate the way it should. Peptides, it just gives the body a boost, or cells and stuff that have not been reproduced in years, things like that. Yeah, I'm telling you, like libido, men who can't get it up no more, women who have a hard time with their sex drive, you know, because of menopause or whatever stuff. I'm telling you, they got a peptide for everything. We beautiful people just not getting on to it and stuff. These wonderful people been doing this stuff. A lot of bodybuilders and stuff, they've been into peptides and stuff. Now, I'm not talking about steroids, I'm talking about peptides. So a lot of bodybuilders have been doing peptides for years. We just didn't know about it. And you go to your next doctor's appointment, ask your doctor about peptides. This is what I told my cousin before she got, I said, y'all, you need to go get your lab work, see where your lab's at and stuff like that. And I was like, if y'all done had a history of cancer or something like that, you have to stay away from certain peptides, because peptides, they gonna grow the cells. They don't know what's cancer and what's not. So certain peptides are hormone growth peptides. So if you had like cancerous cysts or something like that, you need to research and make sure that you're not getting a peptide that are growth hormone peptides, because they're gonna grow them cells. That's what they do. They regenerate cells. They don't know when they're in your body and stuff, oh, this a bad cell or this a good cell. No, they're gonna go and repair and grow all of the cells. So you need to make sure that you get your lab work and all that stuff done and know your history before you start doing certain peptides. But yeah, my sister wanted me to go on and do the video, because I was like, girl, I don't know if they want to hear that. She said, no, I watched your video like twice. I want to see, I want to hear. I said, okay, I'll do it. But sister, I don't know if it's going to come out tonight, because it's late. I gotta get stuff ready for work. I gotta still take my bath. It's 7:36, but it feels like it's damn at 10 o'clock. Let's get this on together. Normally, if I was gonna prep this, I would probably prep it on the weekends, but I be working. And I knew I was gonna have like about 2 or 3 more injections and I was gonna be out. So I said, let me go on and prep it tonight. So yeah, y'all. Your girl in the lab, your girl a lab brat. Your girl always into something. I be trying to put y'all on. I love sharing information. I know and stuff. I be trying to save the world. I told my sister, I'm about to get you on them. I said, if I got to come over there and stick you myself, you fit to start them. You can be feeling so much better, because she got arthritis and stuff. And it just be bothering me, because I know she could feel better. But I'm going to get you together, little sister. Watch. Your big sister coming. I'm coming. I'm going to get you right. I'm going to get you right, girl. Because I just want to feel right. If I'm over here healthy and my sister over there going through them aches and pains. I'm my sister's keeper. I'm going to get you together, girl. I ain't going to do nothing to harm you. I'm going to get you right so we can be back on this camera together acting a fool. All right. Hell, what I'm doing? I think I'm brain done went. But yeah, that's about it, Kinfolks. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Shoot. Y'all probably going to get tired of this peptide talk. But I'm telling you, y'all, it's so life-changing. But I made me a face serum with the Snap 8 and stuff. I'm gonna do that tonight too. Put that on my face, and then I'm gonna make me another face serum with the GHKCU. That's the copper and stuff, cause our body got copper and stuff. And give me about 3 months and stuff. I'm gonna be looking like I'm 19. I'm gonna be aging backwards. Give me about 3 months. You're going to be like, 50 what? Give me about 3 more months, okay? Y'all seen that movie, Death Becomes Her? Where they took that potion and stuff to become young and stuff. That's what I just thought about. Hold on, y'all, because I'm using a big needle to try to get this out this time. Come on. See, that's the thing. The big needle too long to get it out. Come on now. Because I'm trying to be done. Okay, you coming through. Come on through. Come through. Come through, C-Max. Come through, brain support. Come through, mood stabilizer. Come through. Shit now. Uh-oh. And I was doing good, too. I wasn't doing no cussing or nothing. I still say a cuss word or two, but I was really doing very well not cussing. But y'all my family. I feel like I can say a cuss word or two around y'all. But I don't cuss. My mouth ain't potty like how you. Y'all remember back in the day? Baby, I was a cussing something, wasn't I? Southern cussing. But sometimes you just gotta, yeah. But I'm better now, y'all. Because I look at some of my old videos, I'm like, woo, me and my sister together. Baby, we was cussing, wasn't we? My sister was the #1 cusser. I cuss when I get frustrated and stuff. Come on now. Okay. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Like I said, I'm over here in the laboratory. Dexter. Y'all remember Dexter's Laboratory? On Cartoon Network. If y'all ain't got kids, y'all don't know. So I used to like old Dexter though. My laboratory. I'm Dexter. Baby, my stuff coming out. Oh no. It's needle tubey. We ain't wasting no brain stuff. What the heck? Baby, this liquid gold. What you talking about? What you doing? No, baby. That's too good to be wasting. This damn gone needle too big. I shouldn't have used this big one to draw out the medicine. This ticking me off. This too Let me see. Can I draw this out? Can I take that out? Dang. What I'm gonna do is push it back in here and use a little needle. We ain't wasting no. Dang. Y'all, I don't waste. I'm mad about that. Lesson learned. Don't use that big needle to draw it out for your pen. So I done sit there and lost about a good 5 units. Baby, I'm mad about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus is on the main line. Lord, I done lost my peptides. Woo! Baby. This thing was supposed to be, I done lost half of it. Oh, Jesus. Tell them what you want right now. I want my peptides back. Lord. Baby, listen. Now y'all can watch because now I have to push this up to the top because I done lost half my stuff. Oh, Lord. Dang. It's okay. I'm going to get some more. So now what we want to do is we want to get this all the way up to the top to get ready. So when I inject myself, I won't be injecting no air. So we're going to push. So let's put a needle on. Look at that. What the heck happened here? And sometimes you have boo-boos and hiccups. So I got the needle on, so now I should be able to push it. Yeah. This is gonna probably just be three days worth. So I got it to the top and the liquid bead is coming out the top, so I know that it's good to go. So I only got that much. I lost a lot. other needle on it so it'll be ready to go. I'll pop the protective cap off. I'm gonna leave this cap on till we get ready to inject. It's ready to go in the fridge. All right, Kinfolks, that's it. I'm gonna reconstitute. I already reconstituted the NAD. I'm gonna load up my last pen with the NAD, and then that's it. And I'm gonna clean up my mess, get my stuff ready for tomorrow. Get ready for take my bath and stuff like that. And then I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Let's let this up. So yeah, Kinfolks, that's all today. It was just a lesson on more pep talk, and I just wanted to show y'all how to reconstitute. Take them glasses out because they're my readers. But anyway, good talking to y'all again, Kinfolks and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get this hair together. We're gonna get that GHKCU. We're gonna make a hair serum. Is that how you say it? Serum. I'm gonna make a hair serum. I already got a face one, and I'll make another face one, and I'm gonna start doing the hair serum to strengthen the follicles. It's gonna stimulate the blood flow and stuff. I've always been a fine hair girly. Like my sister, they got thicker hair. I got the fine hair, but it didn't used to be this fine. But because of thyroid condition, me getting older, you know. But we fit to work on that. We fit to work on that, okay? But anyway, good talking, y'all. Let me go, Kinfolks. I got stuff to do. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to read my book tonight. So yeah, I got injections to take, so I gotta go get these other 2 injections out, set them out so they can get room temperature, because that's another thing too. You don't inject yourself with no cold peptide. So if you on a shot or something like that, y'all know y'all not supposed to inject yourself straight out the fridge, don't you? If not, I'm here to tell you and stuff. When you get ready to take your shot, if you take any kind of injections or whatever and stuff, let this stuff come to room temperature before you stick yourself, okay? All right, peace. I gotta go, fam. Good talking to y'all. I'll see y'all soon, probably. Bye, Kinfolks.